You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Oh, welcome to Goof On, everybody. It is Thursday, July 21st, 2022. How the heck are you? That's right, big Thursday. Thursday is crazy. We've got so much stuff to go over. I really don't even have time to have a little bit of fluff with you. We gotta pack it all in and get the hell out of here, right? We've got about, what, an hour and a half we'll do? Hour? I don't know. We'll see. Are we already starting off with the Ben Yorkshire Goofonian UK £2, 2 quid Super Dono? That is unbelievable. Thanks, Ben. I can't believe it already. Thank you very much for the $2, £2, 2 quid Super Dono. And I don't know if you're the first one today, because I did see another one here, but since this one popped up on the screen, Den Bubs was already going before the show started. I don't know, man. I'll go with this one. I'll take Coral, that she knew that this was the first one. I hope I'm right. Thank you, Ben Yorkshire, Goofonian UK, for the £2, 2 quid, $2 Super Dono. Echoes, the first one of the day. Mucho gusto, generoso. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Mucho gusto. I don't see the other one. I don't see the other one. We don't post the other one? I knew it. It wasn't the first one. This is the first one. Denbub's Canadian $1.49 super sticker. Oh, I feel so bad. Well, we'll have to split it between the two of yous. Let me see if I can pull up that sticker. Yep, there it is. It's popcorn. Thank you for the popcorn. I needed that. I am starving. Oh, and Ben Yorkshire's, yours has stars on it. Did they update these? That's cool. It's got little stars encapsulated in a white circle thing that doesn't show up on StreamYard. But Denbub, for you too, just because. Thank you, Denbub, for the official first super sticker of the day. Thank you for the popcorn. Gosh. All over Colonel Sanders. That's chicken. Popcorn kernels. Isn't that Colonel Sanders? No, it's Captain Corn. It's Captain Corn. It's Captain Popcorn, right? Captain Peacorn. Alfie Joe Bob with a $9.99. $10. Who we kidding? $10 super chat. Super sticker. There we go. Now it's bigger and better. That's $10. Alfie Joe Bob, another continuing supporter of Goof On. Thank you very much for this. Let's see which one, what yours is now. I like that we have new ones. I hope this one looks new. Oh wow, it's a lemon head shaking some maracas. That's like a teenage lemon head. Yeah, they see. Now that Lemonhead is enjoying their generation's music. It looks like it's the Lemon Drops they're listening to. Thank you very much, Alfie Joe Bob, a continuing supporter. You know what? Who cares if they keep coming? Thank you, Alfie Joe Bob, for the $10 Super Morocco sticker, Lemonhead style. Yeah. And good. We got to get the show started. Mucho gusto, generoso. I know, you don't tell me in the middle of this. Okay. Thank you all. Thank you very, very much. You guys are much too generous. Hey, Jaime. Hey, what do you got for me, Jaime? Oh, no, just a little bit of water. Thanks, Jaime. I want to wish good luck. Have a nice show. I know you got a lot of video to play, a lot of things to talk about. Corbell. Yeah, we are going to talk about Corbell, the I.S.S. Yep. You'll know those are ice crystals. No, they're not. I got to tell you, this video today from the I.S.S. sent in from Jen Brown, who's a good fan of the show, good friend of the show. I got to say, it's a good one. This I.S.S. video that we're going to show. It's pretty good. It's a different one. I only watched it for a few seconds, but what I saw, it's different from most of the I.S.S. videos I've seen. So we got our work cut out for us with that. Jeremy Corbell, I can't tell you how many people sent me this Jeremy Corbell documentary. This 20-minute documentary, 19 minutes and odd seconds. Jeremy Corbell. Making the rounds. Making the way in the world today. It takes a lot to snot. He would like to be number one. Yeah, but he's no fun. He's Jeremy Corbell, Lockheed Martin. He brings us things that are rotten. UFOs that aren't real, drones that appear to be stars. It's bouquet flowers instead of night vision goggles. Thank you, Mike Johnson, with the Canadian $7 super. Who this guy? Hey, who's this guy? Who are you? Hey, what's up, Mike? Thank you for that Canadian $7 super chat. That's right. I usually say, who's this guy? Sometimes. It depends on the day. It depends on the day. Thanks, Mike. You're a good friend of the show, too. Appreciate that. What the hell? That didn't take too long to get... You cut me off, you know. Hey, hey. Well, thank you, Mike Johnson, for the $7 Canadian super chat. Hey, who's this guy? All over that guy. Hey, that's me. Oh, well, mucho gusto, generoso. I don't like that guy anymore. We need to get rid of him. So let's play this video. This video from Jen Brown. It is... It's pretty interesting from the start. It's 2 minutes. And I am going to throw it up there, and you're going to... Whoa, hey, Lantonio. Hey, what's up, man? How you been? $5 super dono. Because I don't know much, but I know he loves me. That is a super dono for those of you who are new here. I know, we get the show started. Don't worry about it. A super dono is no comment, no sticker, just pure love, and that's what he just gave us, so we have to do... Thank you, Lantonio, for the $5 super dono. And... Thank you, little Richie. Mucho gusto. Generoso. I didn't like that. Who's this guy? They not all drones and balloons. I know. That's a good $5. Tony Introvert with a $5... I forget what symbol that is for denomination. But you are 1,000,000% right. I agree. They're not all drones. They're not all balloons. They're not all planes. There's real UFOs out there, people. But, you know, 98 to 99% of the time they can be explained. 1.5 to 2% of the times they can't. Yeah, that's my stats. Tony, 100%, 1,000,000% right. Thank you very much for the $5 super chat. Thank you, Tony Introvert, for the £5. What is that? $5? They're not that gosh. I don't know where I am. That's why you're gonna be fired, huh? Thanks, Tony. Here's the video in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I can't see him. Oh, wow. See? Okay. Let's just watch it and then we'll go over it. Usually, with the I.S.S., they're usually going from right to left. These are going all over. I can't tell you the last time I... Whoa! What the frig? Look over here. Look at that! Look at that! It's blinking. Look at this one. Look at these. Wow. It's like a party up there. What is going on? Look at this down here. What is going on? Let me get rid of me. I'm in the way. Wow. Wow, that was a weird one. That one that just went by? Look at these. I can't, this one. That just disappears for no reason. Look at down here. Moving, moving, moving. Look at that. Another Blinky Sue. Inky, Binky, Blinky, and Sue. That's Blinky. So I don't understand what's going on. Look at this. What is going on? I have got to hear what you guys think. What do you guys think? This is unbelievable. Space dust? I don't know. I've never seen it like this before. Wow. This one up here. Oh, it just... Oh, they stopped it. That's right. They stopped the video because of all the weird anomalies. The video from the space station external high-definition camera has been interrupted due to either loss of signal between the station and the communications network, or it is being used for station... Yeah, my ass. We're going to look at this. Again, this is really good. And I'm a big fan of the I.S.S. I'm just not overly excited anymore when it comes to UFOs and the I.S.S., but I'm excited with this one. This is pretty good. I get there could be... They could be ice crystals, but why? Why are they going all different directions? That's not normal. You know what I mean? Or am I wrong? Am I wrong? Hey, Goob, you should get the injection B12 shots. You should get the B12 shots. Yeah, my God. I don't know if you have, but whew. I don't know what's going on here. But I'm going to play it again. I'm reading what you guys are talking about in the chat. Hey, Stephen Karn. How you doing? Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Air bubbles in space. Is this Glenn Collins, the astronaut? Or is that Gary Collins? Oh, no, that's the golfer. Let's watch this again. I'm just not sure they can all be ice crystals. I know ice crystals flutter and do this and reflect the sun because they're spinning around and, you know, reflecting every angle. I don't know. This is a weird one. But why would they stop the footage? Capiche? Oh, hey, that's the name of the new show. Capiche. C-A-P-E-S-H-E. I changed the spelling to the normal one that I like. All right, here we go again. So, we've got objects moving this way. See them? See them? Could be an ice crystal over here going very slow. Some of these are going... Look, now we got them going this way. So, this here, that's there. Now they're going up. So my thing is, did the I.S.S... you know how it stays in orbit, right? It keeps itself in orbit by thrusting, you know, air, is it? I don't know. Whatever it does, it keeps itself in orbit, or in good orbit, with constant calibration and adjustments. And I've just never seen it like this before. Come on. And then they stopped the... Look at this. This guy's coming in this way. Then you got some activity down here, which I like. I like these guys down here. Whoa. Another flashy Sue, flashy Blinky. There goes one. Look at this guy way up here if you can. I want to see them change. Whoa, that dude right there was going Mach 5. Watch. Bam. And then his little kid coming after him. Dad! So you can see some movement here. It looks like the cameras have been adjusted a little. Couple more. This one is taking forever to go from here to here. Look down here. We got objects that go in two different directions. See these ones here. Why would they be floating down? I'd like to see the camera from another angle. I don't know, man. Look at here. Look at this. Just craziness. Here's another one. It really is interesting. See, this is what's confusing to me, though. I bet if we go to the I.S.S. channel, we'll see the the images from the Earth going from right to left, like this way to here. Right, and now watch. They stopped it. Yeah, I like this right over here. Where'd it go? This guy that zooms in. Yeah, it's pretty wild. I want to see one. You know what would sell it for me? That they're UFOs? 1,000,000%. There it is. I'd like to see one come in and stop. And then do this. But they never do. They're constantly going in an angle, a direction that has one linear way to go, right? I noticed none came in from this angle. Did anybody see anything come in from this angle? Top right? I don't think so. See, that bothers me too. Everything's going either this way or this way, right? But nothing comes from here down here. Nothing comes from this angle. Nothing comes from top right, goes bottom left. Bottom? Bottom? Here? Here? So we're getting here and here, mainly, right? Here, here, here. I don't see anything coming from up here in this range. From here to here. Nothing. Oh, there's one. That came from top here, but nothing's coming this way. This way. I want to see it come from here, go here. If I can get one of these to go this way, I might feel a little more inclined to think that we've got more. Yeah. See, when they burst the thrusters, and, you know, let's say ice crystals formed around those thruster areas, then of course it's going to blow out all different types of, all different sizes of ice crystals and whatnot. But the shutting off of the camera at this time, I don't know. It's pretty interesting, I have to admit. It's a good video, Jen. I don't know what you guys think. Air bubbles? Yeah, they're unidentified. Yep. They are nuclear vessels. We've got 2.2 nautical miles on nuclear vessels. Or vessels. That's a hard accent to do. Some of the footage looks refracted or to about turn in direction. All about perspective view of the camera. Yep. I misplaced my glasses. My spelling on part is apologized. Okay. This isn't old. I recorded it 3 hours ago. Very good. Yep. Not going to happen, Richie. They too smarty. Yep, they are. Yeah, I know, Ian. Ian McFadden. How you doing, buddy? I know, I feel the same way. But I do like the fact that that they are coming from several different directions, seemingly the same several directions, except I want to see them come from that top right corner. So my thing is, if they were UFOs, just, you know, meandering around, haplessly moving along without any direction to follow, you'd think we would get one of them to come. Although we only had about 1.5 minutes of video, or almost 2 minutes, right? So who knows? They could have, and we just didn't get, you know, the longer version of it because they shut it off. Yeah, it's a good catch, Jen. Jen Brown did exceptionally well getting that. Thank you. Look, that's as good as it gets with the I.S.S. It doesn't get much better than that, I think. You know, we haven't... You remember Mary Hall? She still does this. She goes after all these lights near the ISS, and I watch her videos here and there sometimes. It's nothing new. Like, that's what I liked about this video. It was something different from what we normally see, from all the lights just going in one direction most of the time. Because the camera's looking down at the Earth, right? So I forgot the music was on. I'm like, why am I hearing this? It's good. Good stuff. Thanks, Jen. I'll put the link to that in the description. But I tell you what I'll do right now. I'll drop it in the chat room so you guys can take a look at it on your own monitors. And the I.S.S. video from Jen Brown. And you guys can go take a look. And don't forget to subscribe if you feel like it to Jen's channel as well. All right. Good stuff. Pretty cool. All right. Like I said, we got a lot to go over, so let's get into Corbell. So Corbell. Man. Now, I haven't watched this, believe it or not. I just haven't. I was asleep, let's just say, all day. I was dressed, ready to go to the beach. I even bought a new, it's called a sandless blanket. Like, no sand can get stuck. It's like nylon. I even bought a new thing to throw down, had it hanging on the door handle. I was ready. The chair, the blanket, the lotion's already in the car. Everything's ready to go. And I fell asleep from about 8:30 to 3:45-ish, 3:30-ish. Can't remember. But I was already up. Like, I slept the night before 4 hours. But then I woke up. I remember looking at Alien Girl's show, and then a message came in. Then I replied to that, and that's all I remember. But anyway, that's why I didn't watch it. I'm just telling you, that's what happened today. It was a waste, but I'll be up all night. And here we go. Yeah, and then with the power going out right before the show because of thunderstorms. That's what woke me up. The thunderstorms woke me up. Yeah. It was thunder that woke me up. Scared the shit out of me. If it wasn't for that. All right, well, anyway, here's Corbell. This video is called We Have UFO Craft, and he says there's alien proof being kept secret. From 7 News Australia, ding dong, who is it? It's Doorbell Corbell.
Yes, we do have craft. We do have technology.
I can't do this. I can't watch it. I'm done. I can't do this. No, I'm kidding.
Somewhere else. It is an iceberg. You're seeing the tip of it that I've just started. This is an entire deployment that was swarmed by over 100 unidentified flying objects.
Bad edit right there. Did you hear the edit on that? I hate when they do that. They cut them off in the breath.
Identified flying objects.
In flying objects. You know, he was still saying something, but they edited it. I never would let that happen.
Swarmed by over 100 unidentified flying objects.
Amateurs.
It was gone. It wasn't just like I couldn't see it. It was no longer picked up on any of our radar systems, not just mine, but the global radar system that everybody uses. This thing was gone.
Why are they making it out to say that he's the one that has the power to see not just that's bad editing. They're making it sound like he's got the technology to see. Look at this. He's talking about their stories. He's telling their stories, and they're making it seem like Jeremy Corbell saw this and has the power to see this stuff.
It wasn't just like I couldn't see it.
Like I couldn't see it? He didn't see this shit.
It was no longer picked up on any of our radar systems, not just
any of our radar systems.
Mine.
Not just mine? I know, I'm interrupting it. I won't do it as much. This is how much I can't stand the guy, but...
Any of our radar systems, not just mine, but the global radar system that every...
What does he mean by not just mine? That's how you know this is edited to fit the narrative they want us to believe. Fuck this.
Everybody uses. This thing was gone.
Misinformation, disinformation, bad information.
Who are operating them? What is their
Corbell.
intent? Where do they come from?
This guy's bad for ufology.
I mean, this is an
he needs to
astounding
go.
moment in human history. This is not science fiction. This is science fact.
Yeah.
When Jeremy Corbell talks about UFOs, the world listens.
No, it doesn't! The world laughs!
We're live. Jeremy Corbell.
Joining me now is Jeremy Corbell, a UFO expert.
Oh my God, there are no experts, John Hook!
Live from LA. Why does the government hide this?
It's a big concept that we're not alone and that we're being visited.
Jeremy Corbell is an investigative filmmaker who has revealed video, testimony, and evidence that has made global headlines.
So...
I can't. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I don't know how I'm going to do this. That's why everybody sent it to me. All right, let's take a deep breath and think about this. I wish I would have watched it before I started the show so I knew where to go to. But you know what? We know Corbell's lingo. We know his narrative. We know what he thinks. And I don't think it matters where I go. So I'm going to jump forward a little bit. Yeah, we already saw that. We've already seen that. Yeah, there you go. That's the guy I know. Right there. That's the crazy eyes killer. Cuckoo, cuckoo, auga.
And try to draw our own maps. I mean, there's not many things in the modern day you can't look up on Google and get a straight answer. So this is like pretty incredible. Now, I'm not a trained
This is like pretty incredible. It's pretty incredible.
Filmmaker. I was the least likely person you'd imagine to get access to people. And
you are the least likely person. That's why it doesn't make sense that you're even in this field. You're a piece of shit investigator who uses George Knapp to propel yourself into the limelight of mainstream media, you fucking hack! You will always be looked down upon as second rate in this field. You will always be the guy who gives us shitty videos and bad narratives. You will always be the guy that everybody will doubt. You are worse than Corbell. You are Corbell. He's terrible. I can't stand this guy.
Our military and to put films out. But I'll tell you something, man.
What is his experience? What's his experience? Seriously, he doesn't have any real experience. Not an experiencer. He's not a UFO hunter. He's not a UFO sky watcher. Oh, I've gone UFO hunting a few times. A few times? He shouldn't be in this field. No, I'm telling you, whatever path this guy has gone down, it is the wrong path. Why do I say that? Because the videos he supplies, the movies he's made, it's all about him. It has nothing to do with anything but him. Trying to make him look good with bad evidence. Bad movie making skills. Bad speaking. The guy is just bad. All around bad. Lou Elizondo's great compared to Corbell. I'll definitely take Lou Elizondo over Corbell. Actually, pretty much anybody more than Corbell. I tell you, no, I wouldn't.
There was power in pointing a camera at individuals.
Not
like
that you would
they're
know.
Telling me stuff they never told their children. They never told their family. Secrets that they had kept for decades.
Where the hell was Corbell looking? Look at this. Look, he's not even looking at him. He's looking over here. Watch.
Son, they're telling me
What is he
stuff.
looking at? He's looking over here. Why? Why is he doing this? He's not even looking at Bob.
They never told their...
What is he looking at? It's a script. That's why. He's looking at a script somewhere over here. Or there's a teleprompter with words. I'm telling you. This guy is oh my God, look at this. He's not even looking at him and he's talking to him. Haven't you ever noticed that before?
Their children. They never told their family.
Who's he looking
Secrets
at?
that they had kept for decades. And I was like, wow. So this camera became my passport into the unknown.
Yeah, it became a passport into my hell.
It's the biggest story of the 20th and 21st centuries. It's the biggest story never told.
What are your thoughts?
I'm telling you, it's not from here. This sample did not come from our solar system, much less the Earth.
Jeremy's produced and directed a number of films on the UFO phenomenon for Netflix and Hulu, each more revealing than the last. His passport into the unknown led him to speaking to military and government officials and helping them reveal their truth.
I am very grateful that I've been able to obtain and release footage unlike what the world has seen before. That is very...
Yeah. Footage that has been doctored. Audio that's been rearranged in these videos. We will never know the absolute truth of these. Not in our lifetimes. I hope we do. I swear to God, I hope we do. But everything's corrupt.
Very exciting to me.
With Corbell.
If
this
you
is
have
amazing. I'm losing it. Let's go a little forward. Who's this guy?
The reason why we put it out at that time. We put it out at that time because there was pressure in our representative government to get answers by our intelligence agencies. And guess what? It worked. There's questions being asked. There's reports.
It didn't work. You didn't have any influence on anything that our government... He thinks the government made decisions based on videos he's given. Meanwhile, during the congressional hearings, they called it bouquet. Way to go, Corbell. I still think it was bouquet. I don't care what anybody says. I think there's something going on with that to create triangles on airplanes and stars.
Reports being generated. There was a huge contributory factor to that.
There were numerous intriguing revelations in these documents.
Contributing factor, not contributory. I guess it could be used both ways, right?
From futuristic technology to reports of people who said they witnessed UFO sightings suffering strange physiological effects.
Now some of these documents, I'd say 37 out of 30.
Hey, Corbell, how many UFOs have you ever seen? None that I'm aware of. Have you ever been affected by UFOs? Have any damage? You know, any health issues? Oh, I've never had a close encounter of that kind. Have you ever had a dream of aliens? Yeah, I may have dreamed of aliens. Do you think you were abducted? Oh, God, no. I've never been abducted. Are you kidding me? Why do you say it like that? Well, I mean, now you're talking about something completely out of the realm, Rich. Oh, so you never had an experience, Corbell? No. You never seen a UFO? Well, I may have, I'm not sure. Have you ever experienced any missing time? No. Have you ever been abducted? No. Have you ever had an experience in this field at all? No. Why am I talking to you? Why am I talking about you? That's the question I need to ask myself. Why do we even give this guy airtime? Because this is what people are believing in, and it's not 100% true. And Corbell should be exposed, should be talked about, and not in the most beautiful light either.
Would theorize that it's through gravity wave amplification that they literally bend time and space. So it's not propulsion like you think about it.
Which we don't have any proof of. Nobody's ever proven that shit.
Pushing something out the back and moving forward. From rockets to roller skates, that's how everything works as we know it. Except UFOs they seem to act very differently. These craft will instantly move as if...
This guy never tells us anything new. Nothing. Hey, guess what? You know what UFOs do? They move weird. Really? Yeah, they can go from 0 to 1,000 like that. Like that? That's it. Wow, I didn't know that. That's amazing. Can they disappear? Yes. What? UFOs can disappear? Corbell will tell you they have cloaking. They can cloak themselves. Yeah. Of course they can. This is Star Trek, Star Wars.
If they're
We're living in Star
immune
Trek.
to the physics of inertia, without sonic booms, without impact, without explosion, they'll move at 90-degree angles at thousands of miles an hour.
Flares will do that. They will move at 90-degree angles. Yeah, sure. Way to go, genius.
The bowling ball falls into the impression.
Oh wow,
that
like
you
we've
made.
never seen this.
That is essentially
what is this,
we're
like a
seeing
black hole?
with the propulsion system of these UFOs, except they're moving at a speed and a pace that is absolutely incredibly impressive and far beyond any technology that humanity has ever displayed in the theater.
Oh, so UFOs go really fast. Is that what you're saying? Is that what he's saying? That they go really fast? That's what he's saying. Wow, UFOs go really fast, unbelievably fast. Good one, Jeremy. I didn't know that. I'm glad he explained how UFOs are so different from the machines that we build ourselves. Gravity equals manipulation of space?
Of space and time. We learned about this when you look at atomic clocks that are put high up into orbit and they have less gravitational pull as we have here on Earth. There is a temporal difference, a temporal distortion. It's the theory of relativity. Now, with that said, there are, of course, debunkers. They just try to pick things apart to the point of total absurdity. Let me give you an example. People talk about the Tic Tac UFO. Now, these things were dropping in from 80,000 feet.
Remember, no proof of this.
To sea level in about a second.
No proof.
Like that. And there's no sonic boom.
And there's no proof.
There's absolute immunity to what we would know as inertial forces or inertia. Commander Chad Underwood is the pilot that filmed the Tic Tac UFO. When that thing shoots off to the left in the camera screen, what he told me, it was gone. It wasn't just like I couldn't see it. It was no longer picked up on any of our radar systems, not just mine, but the global.
Yeah, it looks like it just took off. Somehow the radar was jammed or whatever, and it took off. I saw it take off, didn't you? You saw it take off, right? Did you see it take off? Tony? Denbub? Wally? Coral? Steven?
Radar system that everybody uses to accumulate. This thing was gone. And he says, I radioed back down to the ship, and they had the Spy 1 radar, which, by the way, the scan volume is 80,000 feet is where it starts. So when you say the Tic Tacs were coming in,
it could have been higher.
From 80,000 to sea level, they were coming in from above that altitude. Some people say they were coming in from space. Now with that said,
some people. Who? Who said they were coming in from space? He doesn't tell us that. He doesn't say David Fravor said, or Gary Busey said, or Rich Giordano said they came from space. Some people. Just like, I got a whistleblower. Can't tell me the name, can ya? No. But he's got pictures of an alien.
We've got these limited scopes of what we can see. But what debunkers are saying is they're saying everything failed at the same time. You have mass hallucination, right? So you've got like 6 eyeballs, let's say, on the Tic Tac at one time. Not only are people seeing it.
First of all, who said anything about mass hallucination? I don't remember anybody saying that these pilots were having mass hallucination. Ever. It may have been brought up, casually speaking, but that's not something that is a continuing narrative in the debunking world about these videos. No. About these stories, rather. Now, he's making that up.
You know, debunkers will say maybe it's glare or something like that in the wind, in the cockpit, you know, shield. Not only that, it's picked up on radar. It's picked up on multiple types of radar. It had active jamming.
Dude, show us all the radar. Show it to us. Anybody can say anything.
Which means it could nullify our weapons systems by interfering with a projected ray of information, essentially. Passive jamming would be like you've got a super stealth skin on your aircraft and it makes, you know, a big aircraft look like a bird. Active jamming is when you are able to nullify the encrypted signals that allow you to lock your optics and weapon systems onto a craft. And that's what the Tic Tac was doing. Back to the debunkers. What their job is, their self-proclaimed job.
Doesn't it make sense that they are drones and that they do have advanced capabilities, technology that can jam their radar? Don't you think that there's a private corporation out there that's being paid to do this to the best and the best? I think so. I think it might be. Or it's China. I don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. The only people that know are the people that were there, and this fool wasn't there. And the stories I'm hearing, it's the same people telling the stories over and over and over. Aren't there new people coming out in the last 5 years? You mean nobody else has retired and can come out and talk about this? Only Dietrich and Fravor and Cahill and Day and Ryan Graves and a few others? You can create a fake narrative, a fake story about these Tic Tacs with 10 people. It's not that hard. Pay them off, pay them handsomely, and tell them this is for the betterment of, this is, you know what I mean.
Is to
you know the thing.
Sow enough doubt into your mind that it's so absurd that you don't even look at the facts anymore. They're claiming
wait.
Active jamming is when you are able to nullify the encrypted signals that allow you to lock your optics and weapon systems onto a craft. And that's what the Tic Tac was doing. Back to the debunkers.
Says who?
What their job is, their self-proclaimed job, is to sow enough doubt into your mind that it's so absurd that you don't even look at the facts anymore. They're claiming in a situation like the Tic Tac that there was mass hallucination, that at the same time there was mass hallucination, that radar picked up the same thing everybody was hallucinating. It's so absurd to me that I
See, nobody said that. Nobody said they were hallucinating. That is not a regular narrative. That's not, see, do you see what he's doing? This is what they do. They make their narrative so much better when they make shit up, when they lie. There may have been one time where somebody said they were hallucinating. Everybody was. It could have been some sort of military experiment on pilots. And maybe somebody just threw it out there in the wind, you know, and he took it as a continuing narrative, one that I've never even seen spoken about. I don't know. It's been, 5 years since this story came out? 4 or 5 years, and I still never heard that. It may have been said, but not in my corner of the world. I've never seen it. And that's what he's doing. He's now using something that somebody said because it sounds so ridiculous. He's trying to make the debunkers look stupid by throwing back at what he heard one time. Well, my thing is, Corbell, where is the evidence? You have zero. You have stories. Your radar doesn't show me anything. Well, as a matter of fact, we haven't even seen the radar.
I usually don't entertain these theories and I don't engage.
Jeremy says that
another bad edit. God, who did this?
That I don't engage.
He's in the middle of a sentence. Don't they know how to edit that without making him look like he's still talking? Idiots.
Jeremy says that hearing the words grainy video makes his skin crawl, and says that anyone who defines the evidence he's released in that way is misguided at best.
Let's break that down. Okay, so these are multi-million-dollar weapons platforms that are used to target. They're targeting pods with FLIR capability. So forward-looking infrared thermal capability. When you're looking at some sort of propulsion system, it's showing you the heat signature. So if you have a jet that's blowing far away, you're going to see a trail of that heat. When you see a perfectly oval or egg-shaped object that's traversing without any kind of exhaust, and then by the way,
Dude, that's not even moving, dude. There's no trail. I don't remember ever seeing heat signatures being spread out from the exhaust. I don't. All I know is that anytime I've seen FLIR video, you know, with the heat or cold, it's just the object. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm wrong. I just don't remember seeing the air, you know, being heated up and leaving a trail behind these objects. I just don't remember seeing that.
Does appear to go into the water. That's what the Department of Defense suspected happened, and that's what they thought happened, and it went off radar, and they were not able to recover anything. So it is pretty sure that these things were transmedium, that they could operate under.
God. My thing is, if it's disappearing, why did it blink twice? That's because the first wave hit it, doused it, and then another one hit it and put it out. Or it just went out.
The Department of Defense suspected happened, and that's what they thought. Does appear to go into the water. That's what the Department of Defense suspected happened, and that's what they thought happened, and it went off radar, and they were not able to recover anything. So it is pretty sure that these things were transmedium, that they could operate underwater just as easily as.
All right, I think we're done. Ben Yorkshire, Goofonian UK, with the £1, £1. COVID. Super Dono. Hey, yeah, you did earlier too. Thank you very much, Ben, for the £1, £1 Super Dono. Beautiful. Super Dono. No sticker, no comment. Just pure love. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Continuing supporting of the show. Yeah, and guys, yeah, you can help support the show. You know, all the links are in the description. I don't want to sound like I'm begging, so you know what to do. If you feel so inclined to. Hold on a second. Wait a second. Where's my phone? Oh, I gotta go grab it. I don't know where it went. How did it not? I could have sworn I brought that in here. I remember putting it under my arm. Oh my God, I'm losing it. Thanks, Ben. AZ Man with the £5, £5 super sticker. Let's take a look at your sticker there, Chief. Let's see what kind of sticker you got in there. Thanks for hanging out today on a Thursday, everybody. We are going strong. Tonight, you know, we're finishing up the second hour here, and I'm surprised we've gone this long. I'm waiting. Where is it? That's Ben's with the cool stars. That's cool. And AZ Man with keep it up, working out pair. The working out pair with some dumbbells. Those look like 20s. He's powering it up. Thanks, AZ Man. I appreciate that. I do, I really do. And Moonlicht has been a member for 4 months. He says, Dom Giordano, they disrespected me. I need satisfaction. Thanks, AZ Man. And you shall get your resolution. I'm sure of it. Uh-oh. Skinwalker Ranch is here. What's up, SR? Skinwalker Cash. Man, I don't know about any of that, but I was on the ship out to see the incident. Yeah, I believe it happened. I sure do. I believe that did happen. No doubt about it. The reason I'm so hard on Corbell, Skinwalker Ranch, I don't know if what's been said in the chat room. I have a hard time keeping up since I'm by myself, with Coral, but she's helping me by grabbing the super chats and interesting thoughts from you guys. So I don't read the chat room, so I don't know what was being said. But Skinwalker Ranch, just so there's no misunderstanding, I believe in the incident. I believe there were UFOs that were seemingly swarming, been seen every day for 2 years. I do. I believe it. What I don't like is Corbell. Yeah, it's Corbell. I don't like what he's given us. So when this guy comes out and goes on Australia News or any other show, I know this guy is bad for ufology immediately. I've seen the videos he's given us, the world, and they're all bad. None of them show anything magical, anything transmedium. So this is me going after him. Nothing against any of the people on the ship. I just want more people to come out than the 10 that we know of. It's been a couple of years and nobody else has come forward that I know of after Alex Dietrich. She was the last one that I know of that came forward from the incident, the Nimitz incident, the Russell, the Eisenhower, the other ones that are out there, the Ronald Reagan. I want more witnesses to come forward. And I know somebody on one of those ships has video on their phone of these UFOs. They have to. So Skinwalker Ranch, nothing against you at all. If you were on those ships, that's phenomenal. Phenomenal. I just don't understand why we don't have more information if it's such a widely seen and respected encounter. Where are all these people? Right? A couple hundred people at least. I bet you there's probably 1,000 out of all those ships, 1,000 people that saw these UFOs. Corbell is just bad news. He's just bad for ufology with what he's doing. His movies are horrible. I mean, he made a Bob Lazar movie, right? It's an hour and a half, and he's in the movie for 27 minutes. Himself. He's in the movie for a third of it. It's not about him. I mean, that's how selfish he is. That's all I'm saying. I don't like the guy. I think he's bad news. I'm looking for something else here that I've got to go over. Okay. All right. I think this is from today. No, this is a few days ago. Wow, why did this I don't understand why some news articles pop up and say new. And it's not. It's 5-6 days old. Black Triangle UFO left U.S. fighter jet hopelessly outclassed and moved like known craft as it buzzed warship. Let's see. U.S. military documents show the mysterious object moved in ways not possible for known aircraft during the chilling incidents of the 60s. Okay, it's not new. Yeah. We know U.S. Navy destroyer I.S.S. Gyatt, G-Y-A-T-T, was the center of the extraordinary encounter which saw an unknown object spend 5 nights menacing the ship. I remember this. Declassified files shows how the destroyer encountered the mysterious object multiple times in November 1964 while sailing around 200 miles from Puerto Rico in the Atlantic Ocean. I don't think you need to say the Atlantic Ocean. We know where Puerto Rico is. Well, not everybody does. It was tracked on the ship's radar and is reported to have made extraordinary maneuvers at incredible speed, while also being able to suddenly move slowly at low altitudes. The object was also tracked by a radar station, as it's reported to have hit speeds of about 4,400 miles an hour. They described it as delta-shaped or triangular, black or dark gray, extreme high speed and altitude capability. The incident was investigated by the U.S.'s secret UFO team at the time, Project Blue Book, and was filed away as an unidentified aircraft. And so, some 60 years later from the incident, it remains unexplained and a fascinating case as UFOs take center stage again once in Washington. Now, we know what happens here in the UFO world. Some of you may not. Some of you do, who've been in the field for a while. We are going to have a decrease in UFO talk. We did. After June 25th, 2021, after the 180 days, we didn't hear from anybody on a regular basis for about 8 months later. Mainstream media died. Lou Elizondo said, I can't do this anymore. Other people, Jeremy Corbell, went dark. Nothing. We were seeing videos being released from him every month, right? Nothing. And he was saying, oh, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Lou Elizondo, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Travis Taylor, this is just the tip of the iceberg. So, can we get off of the tip and get to the main meat? I'd like to see what else you guys got. I'm interested. I'm in. I'm in it. 20 years almost. Bam! 1,200 with the... I'm assuming that's $10, $100 Czech. Is it Czech? Russian? Hi, Rich. I think Splash UFO is a special balloon designed for submarine communication. Oh, man. Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't hear of that one. Sure, I kept saying it was FLIR. It was a flare because it was showing up hot. But if it's a balloon designed to go in the water for submarine action, why was it hot? Yeah. So I don't know if it was that, but it could be. It could be. See, one thing that they don't talk about. By the way, that is your first super chat to goof on. Very good. I don't know what it is. Very good. Thank you so much for giving that insight and your opinion on that. It sure as hell could be, man. I don't know what they're doing. And who knows? Who knows if we're being lied to, if they manipulated the heads-up display, they manipulated the conversations that were being told, the ones with the pilots. What else have they destroyed? But thank you for your contribution, and this is for your first super chat. Thank you, Bam 1200, for the, I'm assuming, $10 super chat. Thank you, and good. And good! Yeah, I did it right. Mucho gusto, generoso, Bam 1200. Thank you for that. I have got to get my phone, so I am going to play a video. Yep, you got it. Hold on, let me pull it up. I know I'm a little darker than normal. It's terrible, right? Oh, never mind. I have it up and ready. So last night, our good friend, Dark Hour Paranormal, Michael Roser, had an interview, and I just wanted to play a couple of minutes of it to help promote a friend. And I will play this. It's with Todd Wilcox, Slipstream Shaman. This is a little bit beyond my expertise in the field, so that's why I want to play it. This is for some of you who like this. I enjoyed it. It was a great interview. Michael always asked great questions, and has really good guests. So let's take a look at this just for a minute or two. And then, of course, the link to Michael's show and everything will be in the description. But I thought this part right up in the beginning was kind of interesting. I believe it's here.
Sorry.
No, it's quite all right. Believe me, that's quite all right. I shouldn't have made any sort of assumption here, and lesson learned. You know what I mean?
You set me up for so we have nowhere to go but up at this point.
Said, listen, why don't we take it back to the beginning? We'll do something different tonight. Take it back to the beginning for yourself. Many people have certain experiences growing up, or they have a family member or a close friend that introduces them into the world of esoterics. I'll put it that way. For you, what kind of forged this path that brought you to where you are today? And at what point did you decide that you wanted to be more public and boisterous about some of the knowledge you have and the teachings, rather than keeping it for yourself and perhaps, people within your immediate circle?
Great question. So, as far as getting the interest in this type of work, as weird as it may sound, it's from watching old TV shows as a kid, Gilligan's Island and weird things like that, where there's a medicine man you referenced and those things. And voodoo, hearing about voodoo and wondering why they thought that there was demons and monsters, affecting these people. And, and it wasn't until years and years later when I started doing this energy work that I started seeing the representation of things that were wrong with people that many times looked like a demon or an alien or a monster of some kind. Every once in a while it actually was, but for the most part it was just a representation of what was going on with them. And I call them companions, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But as far as where I got to today, about 15 years ago, I was in a paranormal investigation group that we wanted to bring some people together to help the worst cases. If somebody had some kind of a haunting or possession that no other group could help, we wanted to go in and help. And we weren't really sure what to do. And so we started talking to different people, and we were introduced to a shaman that was going to teach us how to use energy to protect ourselves and other people and help people. And as I'm training with this shaman, it was not a great experience. She was trying to force her beliefs on me as far as what she was seeing when she did this. Her energy looked completely different than mine and felt different than mine. But she was saying it should look like this. If it doesn't look like this, you're wrong. You've got to keep doing it till it looks like this. And everybody in the group had different energy. But she was trying to force you to feel and see her energy as yours. And that's not the case. My energy at the time was a light blue and very cool to the touch. She was describing something else and even warm. And I talked to other people, and they were seeing other things, but they were trying to force the light blue. After we left that training, I continued to practice and just went with my energy. And eventually, that energy I would create, I call it an energy ball.
See, this is what interests me about people who use shamanic, shamanic ways, shamanic thinking, shamanic, I don't know. But why would he feel cool or hot and she feel different? Somebody's not telling the truth. Yeah, it's all subjective, right? It's all subjective. But it's a really interesting interview, so check it out. I'll put the link in the description as soon as the show ends so you guys can check that out on Dark Hour Paranormal. I wanted to thank people. Babs, hold on. I need to take a toke. I forgot to take my hit before the show. Yeah, I didn't even wake and bake. I can't stop it. It's still staying lit, and I'm trying to keep it from staying lit by suffocating it, and it just wants to keep going. There we go. Babs sent $10 in through the Cash App. Thank you, Babs Williamson. You are so nice. I appreciate that. And then we've got Jennifer Brown, who earlier today, before the show, sent in $2.87 on PayPal. We also have David Wilcox with $15 on PayPal. Thank you very much. And $10 from Andrew. No, that's, I'm sorry, that was the one from the other day. This is from Moody Mungle. Remember John Lear plus Phil Schneider Underground. Oh, yeah. Look into the gyrotron plasma drill. Oh, wow. I will. Note, there's a cool, man. Yeah, thank you, Moody. That is interesting, to say the least. I like that. Thank you very much. And $10 on PayPal from Death Proof Bum 01. Yeah, thanks a lot, guys and gals. You guys are unbelievable. I can't believe this happened. Yeah, you know, PayPal and Cash App, they're so nice. They only take 1%. Yeah, I don't know. YouTube's like 36, 35. Yeah, it's pretty high. But nonetheless, it all goes back, and thank you very much. It all goes back into the show, as always. So with that being said, I'd like to give you guys a celebratory, all-together thank you, those with PayPal and Cash App support. Mucho gusto, generoso, and Echo. Some people don't understand. Mucho gusto, generoso. Thank you. All right, let's move on. What a great time we're having. This is so much fun, so much information. I can't stop. Okay. Nope, I was going to play that. I changed my mind. I was going to talk about that. I changed my mind. All right, here we go. We are very close to discovery. To search for alien life, astronomers will look for clues in the atmospheres of distant planets, and the Webb Space Telescope just proved it's possible to do so. Wow. So they captured something on that telescope. Let's pull it up. I'll show you in a second, see if it pulls anything. See? No. 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 Oh. All right. All right, I'll bring it up. They got a video to go with this, so we'll do that. Share screen. It's always better to let them just say it than have me saying it. You know that. Here we go. Is this it? China launches 3 low orbit communication satellite. Why do I need this? I don't need this. All right. All right. Life might exist in the solar system.
Earn 5% cash back on your top eligible spend category. Up to $500
Can you believe
spent
this?
each billing cycle.
You know what?
Apply now.
I'm not
Visit
interested
Citi-
now. No, don't care anymore. Don't care. Hellfire, that's funny. I'm going to show it in a minute. He did a nice screenshot, and oh man, that's funny. I'll put that meme up here after this because I don't want to lose my space here, but that'll come up next. That's funny. You read my mind almost. That's good. All right. How many people here believe in climate change? Well, I believe in climate change. Just not the way that they're telling us in the media. But I believe in it. Climate's changing every day. Every week, every month, every year, every century, every millennia. It is always changing. And it goes through some pretty intense cycles when it does. Oh, Rebecca Wiles with the $1 Super Dono. That's pure love. That's a great picture, too. You got a lot of hair, too. I thought a lot of the women cut their hair nowadays. And I'm finding out a lot of women still have hair. But you know what I'm noticing? It's usually the women that had long hair never want to cut it, right? Am I right? You don't want to lose your hair. I know what it's like. I used to have long hair, and when it got ripped out, I was pissed. Ripped out? Yep, it was a wig. It's a long story. But I'm trying to grow it out, and I don't know if it will. Yeah, it's a long story. Rebecca, that's very nice of you. A super dono. And because of that, I'll give you one of these. Yeah. Oh. Truthology for ufology. Mucho gusto, Generoso. Oh. Not supposed to see that. It's magic. It's magic. Thank you. All right. Climate change is always happening. No, it's not paranormal. It's not abnormal. I love the weather, which is why I'm going to talk about this. But the founder of the Weather Channel tells Brian Stelter climate change is a hoax. Why am I yelling? Why am I yelling?
On global warming that it is a consensus. Well, there is no consensus in science. Science isn't a vote. Science is about facts. And if you get down to the hard, cold facts, there's no question about it. Climate change is not happening. There is no significant man-made global warming now. There hasn't been any in the past, and there's no reason to expect any in the future. There's a whole lot of baloney. And yes, it has become a big political point of the Democratic Party and part of their platform. And I regret it's become political instead of scientific. But the science is on my side.
I don't think we're going to come to a conclusion about the topic right here. What I do wonder,
I know
though, is
we're
when
not,
you
because
see
you wouldn't allow it to happen on CNN. But I'm happy that I got on the air and got a chance to talk to your viewers. Hello, everybody. There is no global warming.
What I do wonder is when you see the government, when you see NASA, when you see other institutions say that 97% of climate scientists agree, do you think they're making it up? What I don't understand is how you...
No, he's wrong. Stelter's wrong. 97... Hey, where'd I go? 97% said that there is climate change and there's always climate change, but it's not by man. It's just natural. You forgot to leave that out.
It's bigger, and let me explain it to you. The government...
See, that's what people want you to believe in mainstream media, that we're the cause. And we're not hurting. I mean, I get it, but you can't deny the increased ozone, right? You can't deny it. But check it out. Thousands of years ago, the ozone was way higher than it is now, and there wasn't any drastic climate change. So that's interesting. See, I don't know how they know all this, but they know it because they go through the sedimentary in the earth and they look at the plants and the animals they find in that region. I get it. But how do they know for sure? I guess all the data pans out, right?
Puts out about $2.5 billion directly for climate research every year. It only gives that money to scientists who will produce scientific results that support the global warming hypothesis of the Democrat Party position. So they don't have any choice. If you're going to get the money, you got to support their position. Therefore, 97% of the scientific reports published support global warming. Why? Because those are the ones the government pays for, and that's where the money is. It's real simple, but that doesn't mean it's right. That doesn't make it true.
All right. You're right. Guess what? When I was growing up, we were being told that we are on the cusp of an ice age. In the next 100 years, we're going to see drastic changes. The polar caps are going to freeze over and the waters are going to get colder, and it's going to change the way plankton and all the shit grows on the ocean floor, and the fish are going to migrate to to more of the equator area, and they're going to go away from the Pacific, portion of here and go towards the equator, and they're never going to come back up here in our lifetimes. We've only got 100 years. We need to start heating the planet. And then the ozone. Then there was a hole in the ozone layer. Remember that? Remember that little trick they pulled on us right after the Ice Age? Yeah, there was a hole in the ozone. Pretty big. I don't know. We got to change emissions in our cars. We got to make cleaner cars and cleaner oil. Hell yeah. And they did. But now things are getting hot again. Can't have it hot. Can't have it hot. As a matter of fact, it's so funny because when in 2005, when what was that guy, Dan Quayle? No, the other one, who came out with the movie and said that by now Florida, parts of New York would be underwater, and he says we had to recalculate our numbers. It's true though, to a smaller extent. It is warmer. But apparently we are on the cusp of an ice age. That's the real truth when it comes down to it, from what I read. I don't know. I'm just going by what I read last. And apparently we are in the cusp of I don't know how, but apparently there's going to be hills and valleys. It's going to get hot for 10 years, and then it's going to get really cold for 10 years. And then it's going to be nice for 10 years. There's going to be this constantly. I don't know. Oh, Mystic 15. I'm staring at it and didn't even notice. $2 super chat from Mystic 15. Goof on, check your email. I sent some climate graphs. Oh. Oh, there it is. Oh, wow. All right, let's bring up this first one. Oh, wait. Photos, yes. All right, I'm going to download all. There's 6 of them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go through these and take a look-see, shall we? Thank you, Mystic 15. Oh, wow. Okay. I see the message here. Alex Jones did a show on climate change, and it's brilliant. I tell you what. Maybe I'll do a show tomorrow on climate change. Because we're coming up on the last 30 minutes. Can I do all this in 30? All right, let's do it. Let's just do it now, and then I'll change the title a little bit. So we'll do this now. All right. If it's possible, can somebody do me a favor and pull up that Alex Jones clip so I don't have to spend 3 minutes looking for it? I don't know where it is or when it was. If you could, whoever knows about that, and then Coral will give me the link, I hope. That would make it easier. Thank you. All right, let's pull this up. Here's the first graph. Well, hold on. All right, I forgot. I had to go to a different window. There we go. Let me get rid of this real quick. Don't mean to... Thank you. And go here. And I'll have to blow it up a little bit. There we go. Wow. Well, let's get rid of my big fat head. So here we see, what is this? Year. I don't know what BP means. Year by proxies? Temperature proxies, Greenland. data from NGRIP, section 142, release date 2010. It doesn't matter if it's 15 years ago. It's, you know, it's not going to matter. All right, so this is, I don't know what this says. See, that's why I need to spend time doing this. Look at this. This looks interesting. I don't know what I'm looking at. Yeah, you know, that's going to be a problem. I don't know what I'm looking at. You know? So, you know what I will do? I'm going to have to do this the right way. I just can't jump into this without knowing what I'm talking about. It's phenomenal stuff, too. Yeah, this is something I'm going to have to spend time. Get that Alex Jones video. So this way I can look at it. Alex Jones can say something that's not YouTube friendly, so I'll need to watch that and pick and choose some things. So we'll do that tomorrow. We'll do that tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Friday? Oh, we got Alien Addict at 5. I'm getting messages for some reason. I don't know. Let's see what this means. Man. Oh, it's Gary sent $2 through Cash App. Thank you, Gary. Gary H. Man, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. You're a continuing supporter of Goof On too. Thank you, man. I appreciate the Cash App. Awesome. Every little bit helps. What's this? I don't know what this is. Somebody sent me a link to Dreamwalker.
Humans have intentionally modified weather for military.
Oh, this is the Alex Jones. No shit. All right, let me pull this up. We'll just take a sneak peek of what we're doing tomorrow. Hey man, I like talking about climate change, but I'm not 100% sure YouTube likes it. So it's another reason why I do want to take a day, see if it's okay. I just don't want to say the wrong things and, you know, have them flag it. You know what world we're living in. I got to be really safe. I got to be. Thanks, Gary. I see that. That's awesome. It just came in on the email. So let me know. Here we go. Alex Jones. This has been a really interesting show, I must admit. One of the most interesting, I don't know, for me, it's just weird. It's a weird day. It's a weird show. I feel like we've talked about a lot, but we also talked about nothing. I don't know. That's how I feel sometimes. Don't worry about what I say. All right, here we go.
Modified weather for military purposes and climate control for decades. So how do we know all this freak weather isn't caused by that? Governments are manipulating the weather with lasers. You have been fed mindless tripe to the point that most people can't even understand what I'm saying right now. Dealing with the solar winds and also magnetic effects of the Earth in relationship to moon cycles. They're back on the news saying polar bears can't swim. Under U.S. Code Title 50, Chapter 32, subsection 1528, paragraph B, why the sun seems to be dimming. Man-made chem.
I'm taking a chance playing that.
Trails. There's more interactions with polar bears and grizzlies as well. They're finding a lot of grizzly kills because the polar bears are about twice as more powerful. Just rip their heads off. The whole thing about claiming it's the carbon we put out. The Earth is carbon starved. There's a carbon cycle. That's the big story I want to get to. That the globalists want to tax. If they can tax oxygen, carbon dioxide, water, or sunlight, they have total control over the whole life cycle of the planet. There are reports 400 years ago in British fleet journals, in historical books I've read about snow in the summer in the Caribbean. The government.
And did you see that? Did you see that? 50 years ago. You know what it looks like? I thought he was wearing Mork from Mork. He looked like he was wearing Mork and Mindy. Watch. In 50 years, Oh, wait a second. Never before seen spring snowfall in the Caribbean islands and Colorado ski resort, snowiest in 50 years. And it was happening in the summer. No, it's not April Fool's Day joke. Snowflakes actually fell. Well, springtime. Yeah, it's the spring. And that's not uncommon for snow to fall in April. It's happened a ton of times. And I remember living in New York, and I was only there for 10 and a half years. And it snowed in April. All right, let's see what else is going on here.
Control our lives. And, tornadoes are way down. Of course, they lie and say they're way up to try to get carbon taxes. A lot of the so-called Doppler towers are really weather control towers. Oh, it's for the Earth and global warming satellites. It's all lies. The U.S.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little worried. I don't know. Not too sure. Climate change is, see, what AJ is pissed off about. That's what we call Alex. I'm just kidding. He's saying that that the globalists are saying it's all man-made, and we've got to cut back on this and that, and got to change the way we power our homes and vehicles and everything else, while they fly around in jets and limousines and big rigs. Who am I to judge? But climate change is the only reason people think that there might be more tornadoes and more storms, it's because of cable and the internet. We went through this when cable came out. We went through this a lot when tornadoes were hitting in the 90s at record pace in the middle of the country where they normally go. Oklahoma, Kansas, Iowa, Texas. Yeah, and it's because everybody has a camera. There's cameras everywhere. So people are posting tornadoes that normally people would never see, and now they're on the internet every day. Hey, we just had a tornado here. We've never seen one before. Hey, we got a huge dust devil here. Never seen one here before. That's all. That's what I think. But I'm not an expert on climate. I'm not an expert on climate change. But from what I remembered, in 2005, we were supposed to be getting underwater by now. Arizona's going to have beachfront property because all the pressure from the ocean is going to be pushing on California, which is going to put pressure on the Andreas Fault, and it's going to create a massive 10.0 earthquake that's going to slice and dice California into Arizona's new beachfront property in Yuma. So, just like the ads say, if you ever lived in Arizona, there's a lot of ads to buy land in Yuma in the hopes that this happens. Yuma is one of the fastest growing cities in the country. Yuma, Arizona. I don't know how they're going to get water continuously to this place. It literally is in the middle of the desert. I like Yuma. Yeah, I like it. It's very quiet. Very quiet. It's right on the way. You can get to California, get to the ocean in a couple of hours. You can go to Mexico and get whatever you need. Go see a dentist or, get your eyes tucked. Tucked? All right, what else we got? Thanks for the clip on the Alex Jones there. Jeremy Corbell says we have UFO craft. All right. Mysterious creature captured in Russia. I'm not in the mood. Tomorrow morning on Capiche, that's the name of the show, whether you like it or not, that is it. Now, William Carnundrum came up with an epic one. Wake and bake. Wake and bake. Or if it's taken, which there's one show called Wake and Bake Inc. And that's the only one I found. And I got to tell you, I love Wake and Bake. Or we can call it Bake and Wake. But I also like Capiche. Woke and Boke. Hey man, that's as good as Wake and Bake. Right? Sounds like a meth recipe, Capiche? No, it doesn't. Wake and Bake with Rich Giordano. Wake and Bake with Rich G. Yeah, I don't know, man. I've already changed it to Capiche, and I don't think I'm able to change it another time. I'm going to try, though, because I like Wake and Bake. Yeah. It could be Capiche Wake and Bake. Wake and Bake. Capiche? Yeah. I think I'm going to make it Wake and Bake. Awaken and Bacon. That's good, too. That is a nice little twist you got there. That is a really good one, Fro20. Awaken and Bacon. But bacon reminds me of bacon. Like, what is this show about? Bacon? I don't know. I always think of that, and I talk myself out of great titles. It's a good one. Oh, you know what I should call it? Little Old Ladies. No, it does sound like a cooking show, but everybody knows what Wake and Bake is, Denbub. Capiche? Oh, it's a 2 Capiche show right now. 2 Capiche show. Bacon. See? Josh and Artemis show. They get it. I don't know, man. I think I'm just going to leave it as Capiche. Because it's funny. And I don't know. A lot of people don't know what it means, and that's okay. They come over and they learn. Hold on. I was going to pull something up here. Hold on. This might be interesting. You ready? Oh my God. All right. We've got a few minutes left. I don't know where anybody's going. I've got a video right here. Is there a... hold on a second. Hold on. Here we go. Let's see. I want to see some. What's today? 21? Okay. All right. So Josh and Artemis do have a show coming up right after this. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, they can drop the link in before we go here. If they must. But let's take a look at this mothership that may have been seen over a city. It looks like Arizona. Let's take a look.
Ship carrying oil just off the coast. It's still down there with 3 million gallons. But what's interesting is that these maritimers are experiencing a phenomenon that is unknown at the moment. Hopefully we could find out. But let's get to this video right now submitted to Third Phase of Moon. Take a look at this.
That's Arizona, Priest Drive.
The phenomenon known as the mothership, hidden within a cloud layer, has been seen around the world for decades. Is this proof that we're not alone? Shot in broad daylight, Seen by hundreds of people, this video shows clearly something massive in the sky, approximately up to 3 football lengths in diameter. Is this the natural phenomenon known as a lenticular cloud?
Yes.
Or a cloaked craft revealed on video?
Look at what else is there. Did you see it? What's this? Another UFO? I'm gonna go out on a ledge here and say that's a lenticular cloud. It's cool as hell, though. You know, you never know, though. You never know. Seriously. UFOs hide, man. Hey, you've heard about it. Who am I to say no?
So when you talk about the strange lights in this area, Morro Bay Rock, this is the magnet for the UFO sightings. It has been spotted above the mountain rock site itself, the phenomenon. Mariners, surfers, lifeguards have reported the strange lights in the area. What's going on? Is the Morro Bay Rock a magnet for the UFO activity? Are they interested in the geographic nature of this rock? It's hard to tell, but the sightings are off the hook in this area.
Whether you're an avid believer in visitors from outer space or a staunch skeptic, it doesn't change the fact that there's been a lot of weird things going on in the San Luis Valley.
By the way, that's Doc Skinner. That's Doc narrating. Freaking awesome.
For decades. It's a region that stretches from northern New Mexico deep into south central Colorado. It's the highest alpine valley on the planet, and, depending on who you ask, a prime spot for witnessing paranormal activity, such as UFO sightings, mystical portals, and other strange occurrences.
Man, that's awesome.
Now, guys, I want to get your opinions in regards to the UFO phenomenon in this next video. Is it something otherworldly? Now, take a look at this.
I can't believe he's wearing a jacket in the middle of summer. It's got to be cold, obviously. Uh-oh. Wow. Wow. That looks like Arizona, too. That looks like Arizona. That is... That's not a cloud. That's not a cloud. Is it? I mean, that is really defined. Really defined. This would be dubbed a light ship, yeah? Well, let's see the rest of it. Wow. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, that's definitely... I don't know. Looks like Arizona.
Took place in broad daylight.
Oh, where?
Gathered to light craft could possibly be. Jaime Masson has asked us to share this video
Oh, it's
on
from
Third
Jaime.
Moon to get your opinions of what this light craft could possibly be.
No, I don't know, man.
Hundreds of eyewitnesses gathered to experience this massive phenomenon that took place in broad daylight. Multiple videos have come forward showcasing a luminescent craft with no means of propulsion.
You know, what's interesting about this is you can definitely see that it looks like an object is in the sky. It looks like it's actually there. That doesn't look like a hole in the cloud to me. It looks like an actual light ship of some kind. Could it be a blimp? I don't know. It looks like it's in focus. It doesn't look like it's out of focus. Whatever this is, it's there. And I don't know if it's CGI because it doesn't look like it to me. However, we have been fooled before, It's almost impossible to be right 100% of the time. But this is an interesting look on an interesting view of something in the sky, and I hope it's real. It looks real to me. Well, I want to thank Third Phase of Moon for the video there, and Doc Skinner and the panel members, Michael as well, for your videos and your time here. Thank you for hanging out on Goof On. We'll be back tomorrow night at 7 p.m. But don't forget, we'll be at Alien Addict at 5 p.m. And then we'll jump over here after a good 2 hours. And tomorrow morning, we'll be discussing on Capiche or Wake and Bake. I may change it. I like Wake and Bake. I think I'm going to go to Wake and Bake. I don't know. I don't want people to think it's about cooking, though, but who thinks Wake and Bake's about cooking? Anyway, we'll be there tomorrow morning. We're going to talk about game shows, our favorite game shows of the past and today. And we'll also talk about things we did with our families that other families thought was weird. That'll be tomorrow morning on Capiche! And thank you very much, newcomers and veterans. Thank you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you haven't, just make sure you're subscribed so you get all the updates and all the new videos coming out. And thank you, everybody else. I appreciate it. You know, we are... what are we? What we are... Truthology for ufology. That's right. That's right. I hope you have a great rest of your Thursday. Josh and Artemis show coming up in 3 minutes. We'll see you tomorrow.